Hi there, it's Paul from Wolf Software Systems, and today I'm showing you our WolfNote product. And now Wolf Stack, there's thousands of downloads every day, and we've got other open source products. And obviously, unfortunately, there's no funding for this sort of thing apart from the odd grant. And our GitHub donations are so tiny that we can barely afford free coffees on what we get every month out of that. So we decided to build a couple of SaaS products, and one we use internally is called WolfNote. And you can get it from wolfnote.org. wolfnote.org, sorry. So I'm going to just demonstrate how it works. Basically, this all came out some time ago that I used to use another note package, and basically I installed an update to Nabara Linux, and it bricked my laptop. I don't know quite what was going on. Anyway, it was bricked. So out of that, I decided, wouldn't it be fun to actually build a note system that I could use? Now, obviously, we use this across our company, so we can also share notes and do things like that. So if I go into here, let's say history, I can actually share a folder just by doing this, and I'll share it with Ian and I'll allow him to edit it. And that means that I can add another user like Ben. He can edit as well. So, and the beauty of that is obviously that we can work together on. So we have, and it has two types of notes, basically: to-do lists, tasks. So for instance, this task lists, which include being able to have a timesheet kind of thing, which allows me to run, start and stop, and it automatically then works out the hours, and I say yes it has. You have sub tasks, so you go to here like that, and then it will stop recording the main thing and actually record the subtasks through it. It's fully AI enabled, so you can ask it to build notes for you. So I'll demonstrate that in just a second. So when you get to the home folder, you get like this folder list and some recent notes. There's also the full searchable all notes section shared with me, and in fact we've got like a 3D graph view, and if things are linked together, you'd actually see lines linking this together, so you can actually see a three-dimensional view of your notes. What I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to demonstrate creating a note with AI, which is quite useful. So let me just add a new note like this. You can see it's fully there, so I'm going to call it demo notes. Okay, and I'm just going to go to here. I'm going to go down to here and go, let's see, tell me about the inauguration of the Archbishop of Canterbury yesterday. Okay. So I'm just going to ask it to do that, and it's going to have to go and do some searching around. AI's built into it, so you don't have to configure it or anything. It's already there. Just give it a sec to do its searching for you. So while it's doing that, so I'm going to show you also how we can turn. So we use Google Meet for our meetings, and we record transcripts with Google Meet and with Loom as well. Which is how I'm recording the video, in fact. And one of the things was, wouldn't it be nice if we could never ever forget something that somebody said in a meeting? Well, I took it a stage further here, and I built this before another application. That's kind of, this is like the follow-on from that. Sorry, it's just taking a bit of time. It's obviously having to do a lot of research to answer that question, but I can write while it's doing it. So we've got all the usual sort of thing, like you can see that it does word counts, character counts. You can turn on line numbering, just there, sorry, and then it'll start numbering your lines for you. Oh no, that's not what I'm talking about. That's bullets and numbers. So you can do bullets and numbering. Okay, so I'm going to just take that. So it's written a load of stuff here, and all I'm going to do is insert into note, and then I've built a beautiful note about the inauguration of the Archbishop of Canterbury, including a pile of links. Let's just turn that into English. Right, so it's got all about the ceremony and everything like that. Now what I'm going to do is just cut and paste that. If that was untitled at the top of that, it would have filled that in there. So there you go. So you can build a set of notes there. So that's pretty easily. And now if I go back to home, you can see there it is unfiled. So I can just go into all notes and we'll find that one that's unfiled. There it is. We'll move it into the history folder. Pretty cool. Okay, and it's all web-based. It's a web app, so you can make it into an application. So let me show you something even cooler. So let me go and get some meeting notes. So I'm just going to create a new note here like this, and I'm going to go and grab, let's see, I'm going to grab a transcript. Let me just do that, loom.com. Ignore this website. Or you can go and visit morvenwalters.com. It's a very old website. So let's see, stand up. Okay, so here's one of our stand up things, and this is Loom. And then in Loom, we have a transcript thing. So all I'm going to do is just go and grab that I'm going to go copy like that, copy the whole transcript from the meeting. I'm going to go back to WolfNote and I'm just going to paste it in here. Bam. Okay, now obviously this is the problem with this, is that there's hums and ahs and everything like that. So what I'm going to quickly do is click on this button here and I'm going to go extract to-dos. Now we just wait for a second for AI to analyze. I mean, you can see what's in here. Oh, hello boys, just your car rang me. Okay, it's just very difficult to work out what you've got. So I'm just going to wait for a second. And of course, it'll do this with anything. So if you've got someone sent you a proposal, if you've got an SOA, an SOW, statement of work, sorry. In fact, we use it, you can use it, we use it to be the foundation of statements of work as well, in the same way that we use it to analyze whether or not we've completed this statement of work required. Okay, so now I'm going to go extract to-dos. I've just done the same thing. I meant save as note, but I did extract to-dos. You wouldn't think I wrote this software, did you? So we'll just wait for a second for it to do that. So what it's actually doing is AI is analyzing all the text that you've got within this meeting, and we can merge to-dos as well. So let's say, one thing we have, of course, so let's say we have a meeting this week with a client. Okay, we've recorded it on Loom, and then we record another meeting the next week, and we've already got a set of to-dos, but we want to kind of merge the two together. So we can do that. We can merge to-do lists together, and they're shared to-do lists, so everyone can see what everyone else is doing. And of course, you don't have to have that. You can have people having their own to-do lists. In fact, I was talking to a client this morning who wants to monitor engineers on site with this tool, because he can give them a list of jobs to do, and they can basically check in and check out. The AI is running a bit slow today, obviously. Just wait for a second for it to do something. Probably because I made it do it. Probably because I clicked do it again. Okay. Oh, okay. That's just made a complete mess of it. Oh no, there it is. Okay, so here is the. So sorry about that. The AI built it, and I hit save to note, and you can see what it's done is actually provided a category split working list of tasks that need to be done, and it's also worked out who needs to do them. Okay, now obviously you can change that, so I could change this to Ian if it was the wrong person. You can also make subtasks like this, and you'll notice that it hides this stuff, because now it'll. So if I add another task here, and I'll drag that up here, and I'll just add it in there, and make it into a subtask like that, and I can put call Sarah. There we go. Whatever. Okay, so now that's done to there. I'll assign that to Ian as well because he's busy. Okay, we'll start that one now. And the beauty of it is, now I could go off and do this task if I wanted to. Something's leaning on. I've got a keyboard on top of another keyboard. Stop, and then I can tick that one off. And what it'll do is it'll work out the amount of hours that he spent doing that. And in fact, in this case, what happens is, let's set it to 1812, so there's 2 hours. Okay, there's 3 hours there, and you can see it's totaled them at the top. So basically, because this is a subtask, and then the beauty of this as well, sorry, this Loom thing's getting in the way as usual, is that when you print, you can choose what to show. So I'm going to include subtasks like that, and you print, and out it comes, and it's a nice printable report that you can use with clients from there. So that's basically like that. It's really easy to add a new section like this. Then add a task to that section. Test task like that. Just go and edit that. So yeah, so it's really easy. You can just delete stuff like this. Just delete that one. Okay, so it's really easy to do that, and I'm going to put in a meeting 26th March. And now, if this is shared with everybody, which it isn't because this is just a demo, if this is shared with everybody, everybody can go and manage their own stuff. So if I want to just see my stuff, I can go Paul C, and then it just shows me the things that I've got surprisingly little to do. Ian's got to do this, Ian's got to do that. So you can actually then just work through your own tasks. So that's really its power, is to be able to do that. Now the other thing about meetings, in fact they will be able to see this. Okay. Oh, this is just a junk one. Sorry, this is one I did earlier. The other thing I can do is merge in this one. I'll do that one. I'll do this one. Merge like that, and I can merge task lists together, which means obviously then you can get on and you can add meetings as you go. So as you get through things, you start seeing the difference between things. So yeah, it's pretty good. There's like a 14-day free trial. It's not open source, this one, I'm afraid, because we need to actually you know, it's one of the things that funds some of our open source work and research. That we work $29.95 a month. Just go to wolfnote.org. This is the website here. You literally, all you have to do is click start at 14-day free trial, fill in your credit card details. It'll automatically charge you after 14 days. Yeah, it's a pretty cool piece of software. And also, don't forget our Discord, which you can find on the Wolfstack website. So our Discord for the company, and there's a WolfNote section. Hope that's interesting. Have a great day. Hope you enjoy it.